We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the ground, it's Webb. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
To the ground with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on second down for this offense. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires it. Touchdown, Florida! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one. With that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Hunt is on its way. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be third and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming on the inside.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from...
Intercepted deep in his own end. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline.
weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Give to the single back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was that guy? What was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Now listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position. But you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
They'll run the option. And now the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Makes the catch at the 35.
Northrop is brought down at the 40. And the Michigan offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions, Nothing home? Take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He's out of bounds after the good pickup and what a way to end the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground, finding an escape route. Inside the 25. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
And they're able to get him down.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Holstein. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quickly out to the tight end. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. The throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Using his legs to buy some time. Runs through a tackle. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Throwing on the run. And he's got it inside the 35.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fires to the tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. Flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Quarterback adapted. Fires on the move. And wings it incomplete.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. And it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it for a big play. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Never a doubt they lead the offense on the field. 4th and short from the 48. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? 2nd down coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown Wolverines! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime. And the extra point was good.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Working that left side. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they...
Pulls it in on the left. Open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, we've got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. At the 45, on his way. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket, as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man. It's Montgomery. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, a 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The give to the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're testing the right side here. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Holstein. Looking left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Holstein. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Abrams. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have...
There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he is stopped, not getting full scrimmage still at the 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Quarterback now breaking the field. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Now he's going to break the pocket. He throws into the middle of the field. Makes the grab on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think you just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab down the left side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. All kinds of room to the right. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much, just brutal. They're trailing by 14 to LSU.
Here comes the heat.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They're going to ride this running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.